Hi, my name is Patrick Martin. I'm a sophomore at Colby-Sawyer College, and I'm studying business administration. So yeah, I chose Colby-Sawyer. I had a lot of options at the time, and I was just visiting there. I really felt really comfortable there with everything. You know, the faculty, the staff, even the students seemed like they were having a really good time. Went there a couple of times, and you know, I think after probably the second time I visited, I really knew that it was the place I wanted to go to get my education, and I don't regret it at all. So yeah, I think you know, obviously everyone has some kind of obstacle in their way of, you know, getting into college. I think a big one that a lot of people struggle with is, you know, the financial part of it. And it's absolutely understandable. Almost no one out there can really, you know, has the money right away to pay for school. But that shouldn't deter anyone from wanting to apply, even to their dream school. You know, there's tons of financial aid out there. There's so much that people don't even know about. Work with your school, go to outside scholarships in your high school. Go down to your local businesses and see if they'll help you out with anything. That was definitely one of my biggest obstacles as well. During my senior year of high school, I actually applied for over 80 scholarships, and that's really helped out from the financial standpoint for me. And I would just encourage anyone interested in, you know, trying to afford an education. You know, definitely just be persistent and don't give up. College is something I think that's really important for anyone. I think anyone can find a place at a school. I can't really think of a reason not to go. I know growing up, it was kind of always been instilled in me that I was going to go to school. Like from my parents, you know, my parents both went to school, and their parents both went to school, and they just kind of, you know, throughout my life, just kind of instilled in me how important it is, you know, to find a place where you can get your education, and that's just a foundation that you can lay like the rest of your life on. So I would encourage anyone to go to some sort of school. I mean, there's no downfall to it. Yeah, that's sort of it's kind of out there. It's if you go to college and you work hard, you'll be successful, and that's, you know, college is a huge key to that. It's one of the biggest components. But I mean, even after college is over, you still have to work hard at what you're doing. You know, college is only the first step, and granted, it's a very important step. But I think, you know, once you get out of school, you know, you have to keep working hard at your career. You know, stay focused and just give it your all, and people will notice that. I'll definitely get involved in everything. I mean, I actually have a little brother who's in 9th grade right now, and I'm telling him right now, like, you know, like I know that you're a freshman in high school, you just got in there, and you're worried about, you know, not getting put in a locker by a 12th grader. But I mean, seriously, it's really important to get involved from the very beginning. You know, when you're applying to college, you look at it, and they're going to look at like what you've done all through high school. And if they see, like, you know, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year, you're involved, well, getting good grades, obviously, you know, just hit the ground running from the very beginning. You know, they're gonna love that. Just stay focused the whole time. It's great. They love to see commitment. You're in the same club for 4 years. Take a leadership role later on in high school, but just get involved from the very beginning. You can't go wrong. Yes, it's really great. We have this thing called it's called Mountain Day, actually, and it's basically everyone on one given day. Everyone goes up to the mountain, and we hike, and, you know, there's a cookout, and everyone hikes the mountain together. It's a really good bonding experience. It's always in the first semester, so, you know, you don't really know anyone. It's a great way to get to know people. And I guess the kicker is that no one knows when it's coming. Only the college president knows when it's going to be, so, you know, there's always like the hesitation building up to it. You know, when's it going to be Mountain Day? When's it going to be Mountain Day? Oh, it can't be this day because there's a soccer game, or it can't be this day because, you know, there's a play going on. So I think the suspense is built into it. You know, so it's just a really good thing to get to know your classmates and people you're going to be going to school with for 4 years. And obviously, a day out of class has never hurt anyone. But yeah, I think it's definitely a cool thing that I kind of heard about, but it's really something you have to go through to really get the full advantage out of it, and it's just something I enjoy, look forward to every year. So at Colby-Sawyer, we had this thing called the Pathway Program, and it's basically every student is they're in this class, and it's not really related to your major in any way. And mine, for example, is philosophy, economy, and society. Yeah, I know it's a lot to say, and it sounds really boring, but, you know, I kind of went in there with that attitude. I was kind of like, oh, this isn't really what I want to do. I don't know how I'm going to like this. But actually, no, it really opened my eyes to a lot of the things that go on in the world that I'm not really aware of. Like we talked about, how the economy in China can affect the things we do here in the United States, and it was a different perspective, different time. It took me back a little bit just to look at the way things are done in other parts of the world, and it's something I really enjoyed. Okay, so you just graduated and you have the summer and you think, okay, I'm going to see it, I'm going to hang out with everyone, I'm going to do the things I want to do now with everyone before school starts. You do that and the time flies, it goes right by, and you're going to leave the next morning for college, and it kind of hits you all of a sudden, and you kind of start to think, oh my God, like this is, these are the people I've hung out with, this is the place I've lived, I've grew up here, I've never known anything else, and it kind of all builds up to you because you're working so hard just to get to that point. And then, right before you leave, you kind of take a step back and think, wow, my name is Patrick, and I think everyone has the opportunity to be college bound.